back to my channel. So today we're sitting down and we're going to be talking about some wish list items, some goodies that I have my eye on. And this video is extra special because it's in collaboration with Sam from Glam by Sam. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about some of my wish list items, then let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, this video is in collaboration with Sam from Glam by Sam. If she sounds familiar, it's because her and I have collaborated before on my channel. She is a YouTuber from the Netherlands and she makes really similar content to my style of video. So if you like my channel, which you're here watching it, so hopefully you do, then you'll definitely like Sam's as well. She does ranking videos. She does these monthly videos at the end of each month, or I guess beginning of each month, where she tells you what products she picked up in the last month, which is really nice because then you're kind of always in the know of what products are in her collection in case you have a question on any of those products. Also, she works for Charlotte Tilbury over in the Netherlands, so she knows all the details on that brand as well. She is constantly trying new items from them, doing hauls about Charlotte Tilbury, and she tries a lot from that brand, and that's a pretty expensive brand. So if you've ever had your eye on any of their products, she is definitely your girl to go to. Also, like I said, she just seems like such a sweetheart. I know if we lived closer together and we were an ocean apart, we would definitely be friends in real life. So when she asked me to collaborate with her again, I was like, yeah, girlfriend, definitely. I will always collaborate with you. I definitely want to share her and her channel as much as possible to my subscribers. So if you have not checked out Sam, definitely make sure you do so. I'm going to have her channel linked down below, as well as her wish list items video. She's doing a video like this. She's going to be talking about cult beauty, I believe, though, because that's one of the most popular places to shop over in the Netherlands, kind of like Sephora and Ulta are here. So thank you to Sam for asking me to collaborate. If you are coming over from Sam's channel, hello, my name is Emily. So nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video and checking me out. I hope you like what you see and decide to subscribe and stick around for a while. Also, before we get started, the lighting. The sun is just going in and out of the clouds and it's going to be changing the whole time. I'm so sorry about that. And if you are wondering, yes, I did get my hair cut. If you were like looking at me like, am I imagining things or is her hair shorter? Yes, it is. Like I said, we're going to be talking about my wish list items. I was going to just talk about Sephora, and then they announced their Sephora sale that's going to be starting for me April 1st because I'm Rouge. And I always do a Sephora sale wishlist video and a Sephora sale recommendations video. So you better bet that those are going to be coming within the next couple of weeks for you guys. So I do have a couple products from Sephora I wanted to talk about, but also I have some wishlist items from Ulta as well. So that way you're getting a little bit of everything from me. I did also see that Ulta announced their 21 Days of Beauty. I think they're supposed to start like rather soon. I'm excited about that. I'm really hoping there is some goodies on sale this time around. I feel like the last couple times I've been a little bit disappointed, but we are going to go ahead and start out with Ulta and some of the goodies I have my eye on from there. I went ahead and scooted over so I can be popping up pictures here of all the items I'm going to be talking about. The first one is the Milani highlight. This Jessica Braun talks about all the dang time, and she says that it is a beautiful highlight. I forget the name of it, and of course I did not write it down on my notebook, so I cannot remember the name. Obviously you are seeing the name here, but I think it's their baked highlighter. She just says it's a really beautiful formulation, that it goes on nice and it's like not too intense on your cheeks if you don't want it to be, but you can build it up if you do want it to be, that it's really beautiful shade. It doesn't emphasize texture or anything like that. And I'm like, that all sounds like a type of highlighter that I would definitely enjoy. And I was thinking about it. I don't think that I've really brought in any new highlighters recently. I mean, I'm always bringing in new makeup, so I'm sure that that is wrong, and I have, but I can't really remember anything off the top of my head. The most recent was one from Pat McGrath that I got a couple months ago. So I feel like I'm due for a new highlighter. So that is definitely on my wish list, and it's affordable. It's Milani, so I feel like that's definitely one I'll probably pick up fairly soon. Then we have the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. This just looks so good. And I feel like I've seen a couple people talking about this recently. The most notable one I can think of off the top of my head is Martina Lily here on YouTube. She's been talking about this in quite a few of her recent videos that she's been putting up, and she just like makes me really want to try it. It looks like a smaller form of a loose setting powder, which is what I already use on my under eyes, but this is like specifically for your under eyes. And sometimes loose powder can just be a little drying under there and bunches up and looks a little funky. So because this one is specifically for your under eyes, I feel like that wouldn't happen and it would just set my concealer down perfectly. I definitely have my eye on this one. It's like $30 if I remember though, which is quite a bit of money for a extra powder for just your under eyes when I already buy pretty expensive powders for all over my face that I use on my under eyes. So it's like, do I really need a specific powder for there? I don't know. I feel like I do. Next up is a cult classic product that you guys might be a little shocked that I haven't tried out yet because it's been around for literally probably a decade, maybe even longer at this point, and it is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Yes, that concealer, that Maybelline concealer that's been around forever. I have not tried this concealer yet. I don't understand why or how or what's wrong with me, but I haven't. I think the little like spongy ball at the end of it has always deterred me from wanting to try it. I've heard a lot of people don't like that about that concealer and that they end up taking it off, but I've heard that the formulation of it is perfection and it just looks so good on your under eyes. But I feel like part of me is like, it's been so hyped up for so long from so many people. Is it that good? I feel like it has to be, you know what I mean? So a part of me is like skeptical, like, is it gonna be as good as everyone has been saying for literally a decade straight? Yeah, probably. I feel like at some point someone would be like, this concealer is not worth the hype. And I have literally never seen that. So it is affordable. It's Maybelline. They have a pretty great shade range. I need to pick this up. I literally don't know why I haven't tried it yet. Then we have a bougie product. Oh, Chanel. We have a product from Chanel. They recently came into Ulta, which I was really excited about because I've had this product on my wish list for a couple years now, and it is their Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Cream Bronzer. This bronzer is another cult classic product that's been around forever. Part of me wants to try it just for that reason because it has been around for so long and so many people talk it up. But then the other part of me is a little apprehensive to try it because it's so expensive. It's $50. And I've heard that they reformulated a couple years back and some people say that it's not as good as the original formulation. I obviously did not try that one, so I wouldn't have it to compare to. But then another part of me is like, this was probably such a good bronzer all those years ago because it was like one of the only good cream bronzers on the market. And now pretty much every brand has an amazing cream bronzer. You can go to any store, probably any brand, and pick up a good cream bronzer. So I'm like, is it gonna be as, like, do I absolutely need to try it like I think I need to? You know what I mean? So I probably will eventually pick this up and try it just because I'm a curious cat and I feel like I have to know for myself. But let me know down below for this product and all the products, please. If you have tried any of these, let me know your thoughts. Are they worth it? Should they be on my wish list? Should I pick them up? I really need your guys' help here because I obviously haven't tried any of these products and I need to know the tea. So please let me know down below. And then the last product from Ulta that I want to talk about is the Lorac Mini Pro palette, but this is in the Mystic Oak one. I have been hearing some really great things about Lorac. Lorac is not a new brand. They have been around the block for a while and I'm trying to think. I don't think I have ever tried anything from that brand, which is kind of shocking just because it has been around for so long. But I've been hearing really, really good things about their eyeshadow formulation recently. And this little 6-pan palette just looks just so perfect. It looks like deep and sultry and smoky and sexy and colors that I would 1,000,000% wear. So I'm like curious. I'm like, I want to pick up some of the Lorac eyeshadows and see what all the buzz is about lately because I've heard good things and that color story is adorable and they're really not that expensive in my eyes. I feel like I'm gonna definitely pick this up eventually too. These wish list items are probably gonna make their way to my collection at some point in the future. Alrighty, next up I want to talk about some goodies from Sephora that I have my eye on. You may see some of these in my upcoming Sephora wish list video that I'm going to put up in a few weeks for the sale, but some of them you might not. In those videos, I try to only talk about products that I really have my eye on that I'm seriously considering purchasing during the sale. And the products I'm going to talk about right now are just wish list items that I have had on my loves list for quite a while. And I don't know when I will pick them up, but I just don't want to be like too repetitive in this video and in that wish list video coming up. But the first 3 items are all from Natasha Denona. So just like bear with me, please, because not everything on this list is Natasha Denona, but the first 3 items are. The first one is her contour sculpting powder in the shade Light. This is actually on my wish list because one of you guys, I can't remember which video it was now, but one of my subscribers commented on it and said that they think I would like this powder because it is a really cool toned powder. I am not someone who actively contours on the daily basis or ever, if I'm being honest. I just kind of bronze out my cheeks, but I do like a nice cool tone powder. So that is on my wish list. I believe it's like $38 if I remember, which is pretty pricey, but then again, it's Natasha Denona. She's a pricey brand, but I don't know. I just love a cool tone powder, so like I'm kind of here for it. Then we have her new I Need a Rose Cream lipsticks. The shade Peony is calling to me. It just looks like a really beautiful, bright, light pink sort of shade. And those are typically not the shades I tend to go for in lipsticks. I feel like whenever I have on like a light pink lipstick, it makes me feel too Barbie-y, if that makes sense. So this would be one that I would probably want to see in person before I decide to purchase it or not. But I love her I Need a Nude lipsticks. So when she released her I Need a Rose lipstick, I was here for it. If she wants to continue this theme and do like I need a berry, I need a brown, just anything like that, I would definitely be on board because her lipstick formulation is lovely and I want every single shade possible to buy from because it's just such a good formulation. Then the last Natasha Denona product is her mini Zendo palette, which is so funny because her midi Zendo palette, the bigger one, I hate it, that palette. I don't want to say hate because that's a strong word. That's a really strong word. But I very, very much dislike that palette with pretty much everything inside me. I was so excited for it. I bought it immediately. I did a bunch of videos on it. And I just was so bummed out by the quality. The shimmers were not there at all. It had a lot of the cream to powder or cream to matte, cream to powder to cream. What is it? I don't remember what exactly they're called, but like is it cream to powder formulation? And a lot of people like that formulation from her, but I personally don't. I just feel like it's really hard to blend on my eye and they get patchy. And what I love about Natasha Denona is that her shimmers are so poppy and punchy, and those were so lackluster. I ended up selling the palette on Mercari because I just did not like it at all. But the mini Zendo, I have my eye on. And I've had my eye on it for a while, mainly because Kelly Gooch, she talks about that palette quite often and she really enjoys it. And I just think the 5 shades look really pretty and I think that they would be fairly unique in my collection. So I definitely have my eye on that. Then we have some Patrick Ta products because I have slowly been falling in love with his entire brand and everything that I've tried from them. So I want to try more. And the first thing is his Major Headlines Matte Lipstick. And I want the shade She's Not From Here. It's like a really bright orange red sort of shade. I love those type of shades on me, that like bright orange sort of color. I just think looks really lovely with my fair skin and my eyes, and when I do like a really pretty makeup look where the lips are the center focus of it all, I just think it's really like head turning and eye catching with a bright, bold, orangey red sort of lip. And I've heard good things about this formulation. I like that it's a matte lipstick. Typically, when I wear bright, bold colors like that, I enjoy a liquid lipstick because I don't want it to budge or go anywhere. So hopefully the matte formulation would be good and it wouldn't budge. Again, I've heard really good things about this lipstick. There's like 3 or 4 other shades. I kind of want them all, but this was like the one that's really on my wish list. And then one that I'm really hoping comes back in stock before the Sephora sale, because I would love to pick it up 20% off, but I would also pay full price, is his Major Sculpt Bronzer Duo. I want the shade She's Statuesque. That is the lightest one. I have recently fallen in love with his blush duos, where it has a powder on the bottom and the cream on top. I have 3 of them and I love them so much. So I figure if I love the blushes so much, I would love the bronzers. It's another product that I've heard really good things about. I've seen really positive reviews. And if they're anything like the blushes, I know I will love them. So I'm hoping it comes back in stock. As of right now, it's out of stock, and it's been out of stock on Sephora and his website for like a year. At this point, I feel like it's been a really long time. So hopefully I can pick them up soon. Then we have the Dior Forever Natural Powder Bronzer. Do I need a new bronzer? No. Do I need a new Dior product? No. because they're really pricey. And I haven't fallen in love with every Dior product that I've tried. I have tried their Forever Matte Foundation, the old formulation, not the new one, and I love that. But their Forever Concealer, I think is what it's called, I don't love that formulation. And their Powder No Powder, I didn't really care for that either. So I'm like, do I want to keep trying Dior products because they are so expensive and I haven't had the best luck? Yeah, probably. I think I do. I, again, have heard really good things about this bronzer. I think it looks like a really beautiful, neutrally sort of tone, and it seems to blend out beautifully on the skin and last all day long from what I have seen and heard. So definitely have my eye on this one. I am so sorry that it is insanely dark in here now. The lighting is probably so wonky. It just went from being sunny and going in and out of clouds to no sun. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but it is so gray outside now, and I feel like I'm in a dark room with just lights lighting me up. So if the lighting is wonky, I'm so sorry. The last product I want to talk about is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. This has been on my wish list for a while, and I haven't picked it up because I just don't know if it's going to be enough of a powder for me. I like to really set my face down. I have drier skin, but I like to set my face down and lock it in place and make it feel like it's not going anywhere. And I've heard that this powder is a really lightweight powder, which could be good because then it wouldn't be drying on the skin and it would look like healthy and glowy. But then I don't know if it would lock my makeup down like I want. So I haven't picked it up quite yet, but it's been on my wish list for a very long time. People seem to love that powder, and each time I see someone talk positively about it, I'm like, I should buy it. And then I really think about it and I'm like, I shouldn't buy it. So I'm like so up in the air about it, but I feel like my curiosity is gonna get the better of me and I'm going to pick it up eventually. So we'll see. And those are you guys. That was some products that are on my wish list from Ulta and Sephora. Some goodies that I have my eye on that I'm like, do I need to buy them? I think I do. Like I said earlier, please let me know down below if you've tried any of these and your thoughts so I can better gauge what I should do, what I should buy in the future. Thank you so much to Sam for collaborating with me on this video. Definitely make sure you check out her channel and her video. I will have them linked down below for you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.